Chapter 2777 focuses into Hayden's inner turmoil and the supportive conversation she has with her mother, Mrs. Queen, as she prepares to reveal her true identity at an upcoming banquet. She expresses her hesitation about attending the banquet in women's clothing. Her mother quickly reassures her, emphasizing the importance of reclaiming her identity and the joy it would bring Kevin. Mrs. Queen reflects on the societal pressure she and Donald have faced due to Hayden's long standing male persona. Relatives and friends frequently advise them to dissuade Hayden and Kevin's relationship, mistakenly believing Kevin has turned Hayden gay. Her frustration is palpable as she is unable to correct these misconceptions without Hayden resuming her identity as a woman. This pressure from others has been a significant burden for her, who has had to endure their critical remarks and concerns about the family's future, especially regarding grandchildren. Eager to support Hayden, Mrs. Queen offers to help her pick out evening dresses, jewelry, and high heels. She suggests Hayden visit her jewelry store to select a few sets and buy multiple pairs of high heels to find the most comfortable ones. Hayden agrees but expresses her concern about walking in high heels, as she has always worn leather shoes. She plans to spend the afternoon before the banquet practicing to avoid embarrassing herself. Mrs. Queen's excitement about her decision is evident. She suggests Hayden take the entire day off to practice, leaving the company matters to you. She notes that as Yu is single, he can handle more work, allowing her the time she needs to prepare. However, Hayden insists on attending an important meeting in the morning, showing her dedication to her responsibilities. The conversation shifts to the practical aspects of Hayden's transformation. Mrs. Queen suggests preparing a wig since Hayden's hair is currently very short. Hayden initially resists the idea, considering it too troublesome and even contemplating attending the banquet as a man if it becomes too complicated. Eventually, she decides to stick with her short hair, finding it more convenient and easier to manage. Mrs. Queen, although slightly disappointed, understands Hayden's preference. The chapter highlights the internal and external challenges Hayden faces in reclaiming her identity. Mrs. Queen reminisces about her past attempts to persuade Hayden to wear women's clothing, all of which were met with firm resistance. She had always insisted on continuing her male persona, arguing that the public only knew of the Queen family's two young masters and not their hidden daughter. Mrs. Queen's reflections highlight the complexity of Hayden's journey. Despite her masculine appearance and mannerisms, Hayden's decision to wear women's clothing signifies a profound shift. The nourishing influence of her relationship with Kevin has gradually softened her stance, allowing her to consider embracing her true self.